welcome everyone. This is the Green City Podcast number one. I'm here with Sara Comden. She's the head of marketing at EarthBaby Compostable Diaper Service. How are you, Sara?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm very excited. Because this is the first one, so I want to thank you for trusting me with this project. And please tell me more about EarthBaby. What does it do, and what are you guys about?
Yes. Well, thanks again for having us. We're very excited that you guys found us. We are a compostable diaper service. So, what we do is we come to your house once a week. We pick up your dirty diapers. We bring new diapers and then compost the old diapers. It takes about 14 weeks for the diapers to break down completely. They're heated to 150 degrees for 14 weeks. And covered in soil, and they're covered in these big ag bags, which you may be aware of, but they're basically acts like a greenhouse effect, and everything is broken down. All the E. coli and any bacteria that is in baby poop is broken down, and then that soil is resold for reforestation and landscaping purposes.
Great. Does it need to be compostable diapers, or it can be regular diapers?
So it has to be compostable diapers. There's a lot of different items on the market. Most diapers contain plastic, and it has to be specific brands that we believe in. That we've done tons of research on different brands. Our company started in 2008, and we have a whole wall of shame, we call it, of diapers that say that they're compostable or green. And it's pretty funny. I can send you a picture of it, but
Yeah, sure. I love to.
and they say that they're compostable or biodegradable and all these different things, but most of them have plastic in them. And so, as you know, plastics cannot be composted. So we have a few companies that we work with. We have two brands of diapers that we offer. And like I said, they've been highly rated and highly tested, and we've done everything we can to make sure that we're bringing the best products to our customers. And the two brands that we use right now are, and hopefully indefinitely, are Diaper with a Y, and they're from Phoenix, Arizona. And then another company, which I'm sure you've heard of, it's a BioBag. Have you heard of BioBag?
No, I never heard of them.
So BioBag, they do the green compostable bags. They're basically they started basically the compostable bags, the development of compostable bags. And so they created their own diaper as well, and their diaper name is called Nurture.
Great.
Those are
So
the two diapers.
you have a history with these two companies, so you have already proven that it works, that the diapers can be compostable, and you have you have proved that it works.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
And tell me more about your story, Sarah. How, as a head of marketing, how you end up working with EarthBaby?
Yes, I actually, let's see, I have a 2.5-year-old at home right now. And most parents, why would you even think about diapers until you have to think about them when you're pregnant, right? So for me, I started researching that when I was pregnant about, 3 and 3.5 years ago. And I realized, well, we don't have very many options. This is such a prehistoric way that we diaper our babies. And really, at the time, there was only, I was lucky to be in the Bay Area, but there's basically just a thing called elimination communication, which is basically no diapers at all and letting your baby run around the house and poop everywhere, pee everywhere, which is a pretty awesome thing if you have time to do that. But most parents these days don't have time. So other than that, there's the only other things were cloth diapers, which you usually have to wash at home, or if you're lucky to have a service in your area, they can service your, kind of like what we do. They service your diapers once a week, or plastic diapers, which I was totally against because I don't know if you know this, but diapers are the third most wasteful item you find in a landfill, and they're there for 500 plus years. They're not going anywhere. So that was the other option. And then there was compostable diapers, which were on the market. But I don't know if you know, but compostable diapers, they won't compost on their own. They can't be put into a regular compost bin. They can't be done in your backyard. you really need an industrial compost facility to break these down and to make sure that the soil that comes out of it is safe for reforestation and landscaping. So I found EarthBaby, and then the rest is history. Really, I also was really afraid of diaper rash, and that is something that we definitely didn't want to deal with, which is very common. Kids get that a lot when they use plastic diapers or cloth diapers. Plastic diapers, you get diaper rash from because they don't breathe. So they're just, if you can imagine, baby poop and everything is insulated and covered in a plastic thing with cloth diaper as well, and they don't breathe. So you end up getting a lot of diaper rash from those things and those items. Also because a lot of traditional diapers that are made out of plastic contain a lot of chemicals and fragrances, and babies are allergic to a lot of this stuff. So that was my main concern with my kids. So that's how I found EarthBaby. And I really was just like, what a wonderful company. I can't believe this is out here. And it's just in the Bay Area right now, San Francisco Bay Area. But we have a lot of plans on expanding. But so for me, I just was like, I reached out and I said, how can I help you guys expand and get the word out? And it was exciting for me to find a sustainable company that was right in my own area where I lived that I could hopefully work with. So that's how I found them.
Great. I love it because it's like when you work in a project that you actually care about. It's like you work with passion, and I can see it in your voice, in the way you speak, that you actually care about the brand, and I'm very grateful for that. And
Yes, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best.
You're in a very unique position as a head of marketing. A lot of companies don't see marketing and sales as a valuable department, or I don't know how to call it, but and a lot of green entrepreneurs struggle with communicating their products or their services. You, as a head of marketing, what are some practical advice that you could give green businesses to promote their brands, to market their brands?
Sure. Well, like I said, I mean, a lot of it has to do with believing in your product. It's easy to push a product and be passionate about something and be able to communicate that and want to share that with other people. One of our major ways that we are able to market and spread the word is actually just through word of mouth, and our parents and pregnant parents that use our service. And they're so excited about it that we have a referral program for friends and family. And we just say, there's an incentive. They get a pack of diapers, and everybody is happy. But people don't even do it for that, because they just want to share that this is easy and this is sustainable and it's not expensive, and wanting to just share with other people. So that kind of grassroots movement is it's just so easy because it makes sense. So that's one thing I would say. I would also just say, expansion on partnerships. If you have other companies that are sustainable and you want to work with them, reach out, because a lot of the way that we market is through cross marketing, and which really doesn't cost any money at all, because you're promoting the brands that you believe in, you're promoting sustainability. We use products that we're partners with a lot of our affiliates because we use their products because we love them. So it just ends up making sense. So maybe, I guess my advice would be, close the loop, make sure that what you're doing and how you're marketing to your community is actually wholesome. Like you're doing what you want to do, and you're building your company the way you like it to be.
That's great, and I love that you have this relationship with your suppliers. How did you start those relationships? Because someone who's new is going to struggle, like, I don't know anybody. How can I reach these companies and start a relationship with them?
Right. I would say research. A lot of it's research, and just ruling things out. So for us, like I said, we did so many tests on diapers, wipes, everything. We did our own composting tests. We wanted to make sure that what we were putting out there was real. Transparency. Our company is we're completely truthful to our customers, and we're loyal, our loyal base, and they know what we're doing. We're showing them everything. We're trying to communicate to them and educate them onto what we're doing as well. So it's not about making money. It's not all about this and that. It's really just making this work so that kind of we can expand it to the rest of the world, really.
So if a new company or someone who's listening to you got
Yeah.
inspired and want to start something very similar to your company, uh, what would you suggest them? Like this test, doing tests, doing some investigation, and just starting, or what would you do?
Yeah. Um, so another way so some examples of ways we partner with people. So we um, we we reached out to a lot of birthing centers, birthing educators, birthing resource centers, other sustainable baby products. So we also offer Earth Mama is another sustainable baby product that we actually sell on our website online. Um, other services and companies that are with like-minded, also doulas, midwives, anyone who's out there in the pregnancy world, right? And educating birthing parents. Prenatal yoga classes, Pilates studios, anything prenatal, postnatal. It's just really a never-ending research on how we can better ourselves and keep offering our families the best products on the market. And like I said, so our founders, I mean, I would say also just keep innovating. Be patient. Take the time to do it the right way from the get-go. Have your values and stick to them. Our founders are two Bay Area dads, and we started in 2008, and we really started with very little cash flow at all, and it was really them just going to people's houses, one delivery truck, picking them up, and just a labor of love, like I said. And it's really just been just keep pushing forward, because I think if you're just push the boundaries. If you have a great idea, I mean, there's room for expansion for all these things. So, like, how do I say? Like, for example, just assuming that there's compostable diapers on the market, don't assume that they're getting composted or they're just breaking down on their own. Research it, look for it, find holes in the market, find things that are not happening, and fulfill that role, because it's obviously needed, right? So just keep thinking of those new ideas, researching, figuring out what's missing, because there's always ways to solve a problem,
I love it.
especially in saving the planet, right? There's room for that.
I love it. Do you have any government support? Because you're doing uh, such a great job as a sustainable company, providing market-driven solutions to real problems. So, do you have any government support?
We do not, as of now, no. Not that I'm aware of. And maybe we have in the past, but I'm not aware of anything as of now that we have. Yeah.
Okay.
And we are an essential business, so we haven't been affected by COVID. I mean, we're affected by COVID because a lot of people have moved out of the cities and gone to, more remote areas that they have more space. But we have not had any stop in service from COVID or anything, and that's the other great thing about our business. You don't have to leave the house. It's convenient for parents. Like I said, it's affordable, and um, we've been able to actually keep going because our services are mandatory.
So you didn't have to do a lot of adjustment because of COVID. You were a digital company before COVID.
Exactly. I mean, and we're a delivery service, really. So there's not really any contact at all. It's pretty much contactless. So we basically, we work with all different living situations. So we take gate keys, garage codes, specific instructions. So there really is no contact at all. It's pretty seamless. Unless it's that first delivery, sometimes you have to hand off a key or something like that. But for the most part, our customers don't really see us, and we don't really interact. It's just all online, and it's pretty seamless.
Okay, so from what I've heard, it requires a lot of customer education. To so the customers can understand the value of your company. Do you do something special to educate your customer, or it's just like, as you said, through word of mouth?
Yes. So we do, especially during COVID, we do teach some sustainable diapering classes. So I've been doing that with a couple of our resource centers, our local businesses. So that's one way that we educate them. And then we've been working on some videos so that it's easier for people just to watch how things work, so they don't have to email us if they need to, they can, of course. And our customer service team is excellent. We're always trying to, even if you forget something on your online order, we would try to help out as much as possible and get it to you, within a timely manner. So yeah, I mean, that's probably the main ways that we are educating our customers. And we also send out newsletters every month or so, and are always, incorporating all of our small businesses that we work with, helping them out, and in our newsletter promoting them, and they give us nice discounts for our families. So it's just nice to just create a whole world full of great services and products and other companies that are we're all working together, right? Especially right now, you really need to work together to help make everything work.
I love how from what I've heard, one of your main marketing strategies is just helping others, like the companies that's your suppliers, by telling about them, speaking about them, and promoting them. They do promote you also, so it's like a win-win situation, right?
Exactly.
I love that. For how long have you been working at EarthBaby?
Yes, I've been with the company for about almost 2.5 years now.
Okay, and what's the biggest change you have seen through that through those 2 years and a half?
I would say the biggest change would probably be COVID, but
Okay.
obviously, I think everybody's answer would be that. It's been a weird year. Having to go from, we used to do a lot of events in the Bay Area, a lot of birthing events, markets, farmers markets, classes, like in-person classes at a lot of centers, and that's all disappeared. So also just the loss of a lot of businesses, small businesses. A lot of our yoga studios have gone out of business, and retailers have gone out of business that we would work with. So, and really, a lot of these small centers, they don't have a whole lot of money. A lot of them are nonprofits, so they don't have a lot of money to keep paying rent for something that's not open. So, seeing that a lot of those things disappear and move online has been an adjustment for everybody. And so last year's been difficult, and it obviously is continuing into this year. Um, that would probably be the biggest hiccup in everything. And luckily, we have been able to survive as a company, but it is hard to see and heartbreaking to see a lot of these our favorite places go away. So that's been difficult.
Yeah, it's been rough for everyone. As a business, how do you stay together as a business? Besides being a green business, you are a business. What makes it work? What makes the team work? What makes it keep going and function?
Right. We are a pretty small company, so we don't have a whole lot of employees. And luckily, a lot of people have been able to work remotely. I mean, obviously, we have a warehouse team and then delivery drivers as well that have to be in the office and they have to be in the warehouse. But I think it's just being on the same page as to, I mean, we have a great team put in place. I think just constantly communicating with each other, having our weekly meetings through Zoom, is really the glue that's kind of kept us together. Just keeping communication open, and realizing it's for the best of the company. Yeah.
Great. Um, could you please describe us the process for someone who's new, what he needs to do to get to your service?
Sure. So right now we just service the Bay Area. So I would say the best thing to do is go onto our website, and there's a place called Sign Up Now. So or see if we deliver to you. And like I said, unfortunately, we only go in this area right now, but we will expand. It's coming, hopefully soon. But so the best way to do it is to go on our website, plug in your address, and make sure that we deliver to you. And then from there, you just go ahead and sign up. It's all online. So I mean, if you want, there's also an email address. You can always email for customer service or phone call. But for the most part, just sign up, and then somebody will be in touch within 2 business days to follow up that order as a first-time customer. My suggestion would be, if you're expecting, babies go through, a newborn baby will go through 60 to 80 diapers in 1 week. It's a lot. So we recommend at least getting 2 packs of diapers and 2 packs of wipes to start, and get that delivered within at least 2 weeks prior to your due date. And that way your changing table, everything is set up, so you're ready to go. And then once the baby comes, you just let us know, and you're at home, and we can start your service. So it's a weekly service, depending on where you live. We service different areas, so we can let you know what day of the week that would be, and that would be the best way to sign up to start. And you can cancel anytime. We do, it's on a monthly basis, so that you order your diapers and wipes directly through us online, and then you can adjust your order as you see fit. So if your baby needs the next size up, or needs more diapers or less diapers, or you want to add something more to your shopping cart, you can do that within 48 hours of your delivery day. So it's super adjustable and easy. We suggest setting up a recurring order that comes every week, because since we pick up your diapers every week anyways, why not have your order come every week too? That way you don't have to store diapers in your garage, or somewhere in your house. And it's just going to come every week, and we're going to pick them up every week, so you don't have to worry about going to make late night runs to the store. We're there for you. So that would be my suggestion.
Great, because it works like a cycle, right? It's just a constant cycle.
Exactly. Yes. And then all we say is make sure you put it in a compostable bag. No plastic bags. Only thing that can go into your bag is your wipes and diapers that you order from us. Unfortunately, you can't add anything else to that, because it will ruin the stream of soil. And then also, even though these diapers, you have to order them from us, sometimes you can order them through Amazon or something, but there are laws here in the States that are anti-scavenger laws, so you can only sell what you're going to pick up. So because you're buying that online from us, we're not allowed to pick up anything else. It has to only be the diapers. So just to make that clear to our customers.
Great, but you are, as you said, you are already certain that these are trustable companies, that they actually make compostable diapers, right? So you can be sure that it's gonna be compostable.
Yes, exactly,
Great.
exactly. And so most babies are potty trained. Usually kids are in diapers from 0 to 3, and it can be longer, can be to 5 actually. But most kids will go through about 5,500 diapers from 0 to 3. So that's the size of a truck full of diapers, of a delivery truck full of diapers. So, it is, it's a lot of diapers. And if you consider, in just California, there were 480,000 babies born in 2018. And each one of those babies is probably going to go through plastic diapers, unfortunately. It's still the most popular thing, right? So, and the most accessible. But yeah, just to put that in perspective. Also, the affordability aspect are diapers in general. You can end up spending anywhere from 21 cents a diaper to 65 cents a diaper. So our diapers are 25 cents a diaper. So it is affordable, and really trying to communicate that part of it. A lot of people think that, because you choose to do something sustainable, that it has to break the bank, it has to be expensive, but it doesn't actually. It can be even less expensive than regular plastic diapers. So just to educate people that is something to consider, that you can always try us out, and if it ends up being not what you like, then you can always cancel.
Great. You mentioned a great point there. Like, it doesn't have to be expensive to be sustainable. You were always like that. Like, you always had that cheap price on your diapers, or you managed to manage a proper price through time, or it was always cheap.
Yeah, it was always on the cheaper end, because we we wanted to make sure that we can make it, I mean, making sustainability accessible and affordable and easy for people is is part of the is part of the problem, right? And I know a lot of people just assume, oh, organic, green, this is going to be much more expensive, and
Exactly.
they don't even bother to research anymore because they just think that. But it's not true. It doesn't have to be. So being able to do that for families is pretty incredible. Our average family, so on average, to give you some numbers, on average, a baby will cost, diapering a baby from 0 to 3 will cost anywhere from $3,000 for that 3 years to $6,500, and that's just regular diapers. So cloth diapers can be $1,200 to $9,500
Wow.
if you have a service. It's very expensive. It can be really expensive, or it can be really cheap if you wash them at home. Um, but for regular diapers, anywhere from 3,000 to 6,500 in 3 years, and for us, it's 3,800. So it's still on the cheap end of diapering, and you don't have to the guilt of putting your diapers in landfills, and the convenience, and just the whole package is, and you have a better product for your baby. They're not going to get diaper rash. I think it makes sense, but
It really does. It really does. Uh, what are your plans on expanding? You mentioned you were trying to expand. What's the next cities that you want to expand your business on?
right. Right now, we're probably most likely going to expand to Phoenix, Arizona next because our partners are there anyways, so it just makes sense. We were hoping to be there by last summer, but I think it'll be within the month, which is great. We're excited.
Okay.
A month or two. Um, and then other places that we would really like to expand to are Los Angeles, New York, big cities, right, where you're concentrated amount of people and families. That way, it makes sense to do the delivery system there. So New York, Los Angeles, Seattle, and Oregon, Portland would be the top ones right now.
Great.
So we'll see, and hopefully, right, a lot of it rides on our industrial compost facilities that we work with, and who will take the products, right? So compost facilities mostly have the license to do industrial composting for diapers, but the reason why they don't is because you need a lot of space to do it. It's like I said, you can't just do. It's not treated the same as regular compost. So regular food scraps or lawn and leaf kind of trimmings, they can't go. They have to be treated differently. So you need a whole other area, big area, to spread this all out, put them in these bags, and treat them differently, heat them higher than regular compost. You could put your regular compost into the diaper stream, but you can't go the other way.
Okay.
So communicating that to people, making them understand that, finally people start to understand, like, oh, that's why not everybody is doing it. They can't do it because they don't have a lot of space.
Great.
So that's part of the hiccup in the whole thing, and hopefully we'll get there. So we'll see.
Yeah, because it seems like a very a very necessary solution. I think diapers is like a huge pollution source. So I love the work that you do to actually recycle it, well, compost it, and not stacking it up as trash like everybody else does. Um,
Exactly.
do you have any product, any new launch, any event that you want to share with us, like that you would like to share?
I don't have anything at the moment, but I guess the next thing would be Phoenix, Arizona. I can't quite say that we're there yet, but we're almost there, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
We'll be eventually having some routes there. And but other than that, I guess, trying to encourage people to, do research, check out what's going on in their local communities, support green businesses, um, and just little tweaks in your life can actually make big differences. So you don't have to do crazy things, but you can, maybe not use that plastic bag for the grocery store. Maybe use a reusable one. But you can it's little changes in your everyday life can help out a lot.
I
I think,
agree.
yeah.
Totally agree. Well, Sarah, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It was great. You're my first guest, and I would love to, when this gets bigger, get have you back so you can share us your expansion, and
Yes.
you have even more reach to your project, because I love it. I love it a lot. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. I'm honored. I'm so glad you found us. It's great. Thanks, Alistair.
This is Green City, guys.
Talk to you
Please
later.
see you and have a great day.
Bye, everybody.